2026, addressing the playing group after signing a 2-year contract extension.
Hopefully it's just another piece to get ourselves where we need to be able to and remove all those sorts of distractions that you get asked throughout the year, and we just focus on getting on with winning, which is what we're after. So thanks again.
Blues CEO Brian Cook has committed to stay in his role until the end of 2025. The Australian swim team has picked up 4 medals on day 4 of the World Championships in Doha. Sam Williamson won the men's 50-metre breaststroke. Elijah Winnington took silver in the men's 800-metre freestyle. The Dolphins' Olympic trials will be held in June. Dual gold medalist Bronte Campbell says competition will be fierce.
It's once every 4 years and you get one shot, you get one race, and it comes down to 0.01 of a second sometimes as to who makes the team and realises their dream and who has to try again in another 4 years.
In the NBA, the Orlando Magic have beaten the New York Knicks 118-100. Aussie Joe Ingles with 6 points for Orlando. Adam Scott is ruling himself out of representing Australia at this year's Paris Olympics. He wants to spend more time with his family. And administrators have reportedly made all staff redundant at the Melbourne Rebels Rugby Club. Australian Independent Radio News.
Sunday, February 25th marks the final picnic racing event for the season at Yea, featuring 6 races highlighted by the Larkfield St Bath's Cup. This is the club's traditional charity event and also features a host of free activities for children. Another highlight is the Fashions on the Field with free entry and great prizes for all ages across 7 categories. Connect a group, book a shaded site with tables and chairs or a fashionable umbrella package. Book online at countryracingvictoria.com/Yea for Sunday, February 25th.
Station sponsor, Plenty Valley FM weather.
Tomorrow, Friday, a foggy start to the day, but then sunny with a top of 26 degrees. Saturday, we'll see another foggy start, but a sunny day, 28 Sunday. Much the same, a foggy start, then sunny, 27. And forgive me, but I am repeating myself, another foggy start to the day, then sunny, and a top of 27 degrees.
88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
On your local station, 88.6 Plenty Valley FM, Drive.
Yes, wiggling my bottom into this seat to try and, well, to get it into the shape that Eric has put it out of shape. A big thanks to Eric for getting us through the afternoon. Some Lithuanian rock. Interesting, isn't it, hey? So, and plenty of car news, so thanks for that, Eric. Today, well, stack load of CDs, some vinyl, some new vinyl. Hey, picked it up when I went and seen 2-inch tape, but I'll play that later. And we'll be chatting to the council probably about 10-15 minutes past 4 o'clock. But let's kick this one, 15th of Feb. My, how it's already going. This is a little CD single from Gin Blossoms called Hey Jealousy.
Defy and bloom the whole thing here.
Gin Blossoms there, obviously from the 90s, since it is a CD single. 1992 to be precise. And I've got the Lemonheads, and it's not a single, it's a little EP. A little song. Well, it's an Americanism. Divan. Divan? We don't really say it here in Australia, is it? Do we? It's supposed to be a bed or a mattress, or it can also be a couch, I think, without arms. But anyway, the Lemonheads. Divan.
Well, it's not much like a lounge, you know, it's more like a sofa bed. And if you get the feeling you'll be hanging around, well, you can crash out on my divan. You can crash out on my divan. Well, the TV's set where it is, and you can watch it for as long as you like. But the minute you get tired of it, crash out on my divan. You can crash out on my divan. Crash out on my divan. You can crash out on my divan. In the morning I got things to do. I gotta be up and out by 10. But if you're still asleep, then I won't wake you. You can crash out on my divan. You can crash out on my divan. Crash out on my divan. You can crash out on my divan.
December drinking hot cider, I'd look psychotic in a balaclava. Winter's cold is too much to handle. Pincher grabs the bench at your sandals. In December drinking hot cider, look down your glasses at that aranciata. With lips and teeth to ask how my day went. Boots and fists to pound on the pavement. Here comes the feeling you thought you'd forgotten. Chairs to sit and sidewalks to walk on. You'd remember drinking hot cider. You'd still enjoy it with your foot on the cider. Winter's cold is too much to handle. Pincher grabs the bench at your sandals. Here comes the feeling you thought you'd forgotten. Just to sit in sidewalks to walk on. Oh, you had it, but oh no, you lost it. Looking back, you shouldn't have fought it. In December, drinking hot cider, I'd look psychotic in a balaclava. Winter's cold is too much to handle. Pincher grabs the bench at your sandals. Years go by and hearts start to harden. Those palms and furs that grew in your garden are falling down and nearing the rose beds. The roots shooting up through
At 16 minutes past 4, it's Vampire Weekend with Horchata. But on the phone from the city of Whittlesea, I have Lydia Wilson. Welcome, Lydia.
Hi, Brett. Is it too late to say Happy New Year?
Oh, I don't know the rules there. I think we're in, because we're in February, it may be, but I'll make an exception.
Thank you.
But the year is going quick already, isn't it, really?
It certainly is.
Yeah. Plenty happening at the council. You've got some elections coming up later this year.
We certainly do. So, as you said, 2024 is set to be a huge year for council. And as you and many of your listeners would be aware, we have the local government elections coming up in October this year. And we think it's a really exciting time for our community because they'll be voting to select 11 new councillors who will be the decision makers, who will be the council of the city of Whittlesea. We're really, really pleased. We've been honoured to have the role as administrators over the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. But we're also really thrilled to be handing over the reins to democratically elected councillors who are really grassroots representatives. So we're getting ready for that transition, and we've obviously been doing a lot of work to that effect.
Yeah. Does that mean any of the current council members will be running?
So basically, anyone who's eligible, and obviously there are the set requirements under the Act. So former councillors can rerun if they wish to do so. So we'll see. We've also had our community leadership program, and there's a number of people who are community leaders who have signalled that they have an interest in running for council. So we'll just have to wait to see what happens in October with our 11 new councillors.
Wow, sounds exciting. A whole new kind of a new story for the city of Whittlesea, isn't it, with the democratic election?
Exactly.
Very good. You've got a council meeting coming up late February too.
Yes, we do. So we've got the next council meeting coming up on Tuesday, which is the 20th of February. And as usual, Brett, the meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. It's in the council chambers in Ferris Boulevard in South Morang. And we've got a range of interesting reports that are coming up. Funny that we've been talking about the role of administrators or the council. We've got a report that outlines the work of the administrators for the past 6 months, July to December 2023. So it's a really comprehensive report, publicly reporting on our activities over the 6-month period, and we sent that report already to the Minister for Local Government. So I would encourage you and your listeners to have a look at that report if you want to see what we've been up to in the last 6 months. But there's a number of other important reports at that meeting, including we've got a couple of planning scheme amendments. We've got a quarterly corporate performance report which looks at our financial performance for the last quarter and our performance against our community plan. But if anybody wants to have a look at the full agenda, or if they want to submit a question ahead of the council meeting, they've just got to go onto our website, which is www.whittlesea.vic.gov.au. And as always, we're in person in the chamber, but we're now on a regular basis live streaming, and that's through a YouTube channel. So, yeah, that's next Tuesday evening.
Will you be talking about the community grants at that meeting?
Not specifically about the community grants, but what happened is we did a major review of our community grants program, and then we introduced a new grants program to support our local community and business sectors. So already there's been quite a few community groups that have benefited from the last round, and some of them are events that are coming up over the next few weeks, such as the Whittlesea Colour Carnival, which is on the 25th of February. Mm-hmm. That's celebrating Holi, which is a significant Hindu festival. and that's a free event. And then we've got on the 2nd of March the Promisetown Picnic and Market on at the Thomastown Recreation and Aquatic Centre. And something very dear to my heart, we've then got the Whittlesea Garden Expo, which is at the Whittlesea Showgrounds on the Saturday the 2nd and Sunday the 3rd of March. And it's something I attend every year. It's a great pleasure being there. So they've all been supported through our community grants program. And probably importantly, Brett, is that the next round of community grants are now open for application. And there's small, medium and large grants. And if people are not really sure about how to go about it, we're offering a free grant writing workshop to help people prepare their application and just get relevant information. And that's going to be held online next Thursday, the 22nd of February, between 5:30pm and 7:30pm.
That'd be a great help for a lot of people because it is a confusing process sometimes, and you've got to write it the way it's supposed to be written, don't you?
Very much.
Yeah.
Again, if people go to our website, the same website I just gave, but /grants,
Okay.
they can find out more information about that.
Yeah, and so the grants, and also we've got the City of Whittlesea Business Awards also.
Yeah, so, Brett, I don't know if you remember, but last year the Business Awards, which were our inaugural, were amazing. We had so many applications. It was very difficult to judge who were the category overall winners.
That's a good sign.
It's a really good sign. Not if you're a member of the panel as I was. It's
True.
Very difficult. But we're really pleased to announce that the new 2024 award, Business Awards, are open again now. So entries to those. And could I just quickly note the 6 categories if we've got time?
Yeah, for sure. Let's squeeze those in.
Yep. So it's customer service, innovation and enterprise, sustainability and environment, community contribution, workplace diversity, and we've got a new category this year which I think is a really important one, which is the Home-Based Business Award. And we, again, encourage people to have a look at those award categories and please put in your submission. Businesses can actually nominate themselves or someone else can actually nominate the business. And if people go to our website, the www.whittlesea.vic.gov.au/business awards, those entries close on Sunday the 3rd of March.
Okay, so they've still got a little bit of time to get that in.
Yeah. And we publicised the fact I was at the Business Advisory Panel meeting today, which was at Whittlesea Technical School. We've got some wonderful businesses represented on that panel. And again, we promoted the fact that these business awards are open now for the 2024 period.
Fantastic. Always full of information, as you do every week. So thanks heaps, Lydia, and we will have another chat in the coming weeks.
My pleasure as always, Brett.
No worries. Thanks, Lydia. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Lydia Wilson from the City of Whittlesea, and this is Kurt Vile. Pretty pimpin'.
This morning, didn't recognize the man in the mirror. Then I laughed and I said, oh silly me, that's just me. Then I proceeded to brush some stranger's teeth, but they were my teeth, and I was weightless, just quivering like some leaf come in the window of a restroom. I couldn't tell you what the hell it was supposed to mean, but it was a Monday, no Tuesday, no Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday came around and I said, who's this stupid clown blocking the bathroom sink?
to be someone in life that was just like all I want is to just have fun, live my life like the son of a gun. I could be 1,000 miles away, but still mean what I say. Then I woke up one morning, didn't recognize the man in the mirror. Then I laughed and I said, oh silly me, that's just me. Then I proceeded to not comb some stranger's hair, never was my style. But I couldn't tell you what the hell it was supposed to mean, 'cause it was a Monday, no Tuesday, no Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then Saturday came around and I said, who's this stupid clown blocking the bathroom sink? But he was sporting all my clothes, I gotta say, pretty pimpin'. Always a little too cheap to be a minute under marbles lost. He was always 1,000 miles away while still standing in front of your face. Then he woke up this morning, didn't recognize the boy in the mirror, then laughed and said, oh silly me, that's just me. Then I proceeded to brush some stranger's teeth, but they were my teeth, and I was weightless, just quivering like some leak. I'm in the window of a restroom, and I couldn't tell you what the hell it was supposed to mean, 'cause it was a Monday, no a Tuesday, no Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then Saturday came around, and I said, who's this stupid clown blocking the bathroom sink? But he was sporting all my clothes, I gotta say, pretty pimpin'.
From the album Believe, I'm Going Down. Kurt Vile, 4:30 and 31 seconds. A quick message and we'll check on that weather.
Banksia Palliative Care Service is the only community palliative care service providing specialist care and practical support in the municipalities of Banyule, Nillumbik and Whittlesea. Banksia's staff and volunteers go to the homes of children and adults who have been diagnosed with a progressive terminal illness. The 24-hour services which Banksia provides are free to patients, carers and families of all ages and nationalities. You may be able to help someone else, like a friend, neighbour, employee, partner or relative, to become aware of these important services. Help us to help our community know Banksia is there for them when they are facing such a huge challenge in their lives. We encourage you to have a browse at Banksia's website at banksiapalliative.com.au or call 9455 0822. Another community service announcement from 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
An interesting, 4 or 5 days coming up in the forthcoming week. Cool nights are going to result in a foggy start to the day, but then a sunny one, such as on Friday. which one will be 26 degrees. Saturday, foggy, sunny, 28. Sunday, foggy, sunny, 27. And Monday, much the same again. A foggy start, a sunny day, and a warm 27 degrees.
88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
Angelique Kidjo is coming out. She's going to be playing Hamer Hall on the 5th of March. 40 years, many, many awards, and I'm going to play you this one from Angelique Kidjo. This is Summertime. A beautiful song from Angelique Kidjo. And as I said, playing Hamer Hall right here in Melbourne on the 5th of March. I've got tickets. We are going along to catch Angelique Kidjo. Born in a country that I've never heard of, the Republic of Benin, which is a African country, ruled over by France. So it's a French-speaking African country. There was quite a bit of that happening way back in the years past, wasn't there? But yes, as I said, playing in Melbourne the 5th of March. So I still believe there's tickets available. So if you are interested, I reckon it would be an immersive experience to sit in Hamer Hall and to listen to the Afro beats from Angelique Kidjo and her band. So yeah, get on board for that. Let's go back to local. This is Well, it's the Grand Magoozy. It was Susie Scurry's band before she went out by herself. A little EP she put out. This one is called Paul Newman.
Your news daily from across the country.
We'll work every day to bring Australians together.
I've congratulated him on his election victory this evening.
And the world.
Because this report has to be completely beyond question. It calls the whole process into question.
Australian Independent Radio News.
My last press conference as Treasurer.
Your news, Air News.
88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
You're trying to get a ride home? Pretty messed up. I'm gonna friend one. Serious? I could leave you. Well, my friend's here, but she's around. I'm trying to find another friend. Yeah.
I was a child who wanted a love so wild, though tight with slow motion, but crazed with devotion, insane with devotion, just a whole other notion. I was 14 and a half, and it wasn't no laugh.
Beatles, Love Comes in Spurts. Novell Vague there, taken from the album I Could Be Happy. It's a cover of the Richard Hell and the Voidoids song. So, yeah, and before that, Susie Scurry with Paul Newman, 4:42, quick message, and then we will have, what will we have? I haven't got anything in the machine yet.
Creed's Farm Living and Learning Centre is a neighbourhood house in Epping North. We have a wide range of activities, courses and groups that you can join in. There are yoga classes, a community garden, children's dance classes, certificate courses and more. We support local community groups with low-cost meeting rooms and function space. If you would like to know more, call us on 9023 4606 or check out our website, creedsfarm.org.au.
It's Thursday Drive with myself, Brett. Let's have another 90s little single CD from Grantley Buffalo. This is Fuzzy.
Bring me home to this house of many days. Just lay me on the floor, hard and cool as sleep. You know I love it more and more than before I ran away. It triggers off so many hurts, hurtful words and broken plates. I'd like to see. I've been lied to. All in all, the world is small enough for both of us to meet upon the interstate, waiting on a train. And just when those big arms lift up, fall in love with no time to say. I'd like to see. I would like to in our car, driving down the street. We're looking for a place to stop, have a bite to eat. We hunger for a bit of faith to replace the fear. We water like a dead bouquet, does no good, does it, dear? I'd like to see.
Yes, the 90s was big for CD singles, wasn't it? That was Fuzzy from Grant Lee, Buffalo. 4:47. Are you up for some hip-hop? Normally don't play any hip-hop. But I thought I would play you this from Bias B. He's a local Australian hip-hop artist. I'm not so much playing it for the music. I'm not playing it for the beats. I'm playing it for the lyrics. And this little song from Bias B is called Hursty, and that is exactly why I'm playing it. Have a listen. It's 4 minutes and 19 seconds of hip-hop. Hursty.
Dedicated to all the crews who said that I'll never amount to nothing. To all the people who live next to the train yards in Cloud and Eltham who called the police on me when I was just trying to paint a panel to feed my ego. And all the riders out on Hursty line, go on spraying. It's all good out in Hursty. It was all a dream. I used to be amazed by the hip-hop scene, aka and DMA up in Hype magazine. Graph photos on my wall. Every Saturday, step into the AM Chrissy taking calls. I let my tape rock while waiting for pot. Smoke weed in al frescoes, chillin' around the local shops. Way back when I always seemed to have a market act and the trains were really trashed. Remember USA Crew, Jolly Mont Yards. I never thought Melbourne crews could leave the train so scarred. Wanna get my tag right, bag packed tight with enamel spray. Gets up on the subway. Transit pressure, strip search, don't let it stress you. Check your backpack, hoping that they can arrest you. Peace to MD, Pudgy, JME. What's only a Heidelberg to Montmorency? Riders getting up like they knew they should. Painting trains, same city, same hood, was all good. It's all good. And if you don't know, if you don't know, if you don't know, I represent Hursty. Borough to Eltham. 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 I made the change from doing graph on the streets to up in PBS, busting raps over beats. It was far from sweet. I smoked bongs with my mates all day. The bong breath kept the girls away. What these rappers used to say got me shitty, so I got busy. Now they wanna backstab and diss me. I always knew it could happen, this rapping stuff. I got busted twice for graph and rack and stuff. And it's funny how we boast about those days being the most. From 87, 88, that shit was dope. Whole cars a dream, in train yards a creep. Bags full of paint stashed inside of train seats. Racking all the fresh gear. Getting new clothes every day of every year. A young kid, acting cool after school being a fool. Catching blue trains on Hursty line, piece by Pest and Jewel. Getting hyper teenage, graph fried and misunderstood. Greensborough neighbourhood. It's all good. And if you don't know, if you don't know, if you don't know. No ticket inspectors or cameras on the fence. From the age of 13 with the marker represent 20 mil silver flow pen or the Posca. Got two empty middle cars about to bomb ya. Tempera markers 30 mil fat. Hang out up Hitachi bomb 2 panels at the back. At the paint store browsing. Wait for the right moment, that 3 cans and I'm bouncing. Thinking back on all the good paint racks. Getting chased by the jacks along the train tracks. Doing graph was like a sport, of course. No smile on my face on days I walked into court. Transit Force used to bust and raid us. Gave us $1,000 fines but we paid up. In those days when the smoke blazed, never wanna get a cane and paint and go spray. Damn right I like the life I lived. Growing up on the line known as Hurstbridge was all good, good, all good. And if you don't know, if you don't know, if you don't know, I represent Hursty. Borough to Eltham. I represent Hursty. Borough to Eltham. I represent Hursty. Borough to Eltham. I represent Hursty. Hursty. Borough to Eltham.
Bias B. Name dropping.
Man, you're not going to believe it, dude. Got fucking chased.
I didn't realise that was on at the end. Name dropping some stations on the Hurstbridge line. I don't condone graffiti or spraying, but hey, it's good to hear some local landmarks being mentioned. As I said, from Bias B. He used to do a radio show called Stu Backer on PBS, and another one called Worm Burner on Triple R. So, yeah, not only is he a rapper, a local rapper, he's also a community radio broadcaster. It is 7 minutes away from 5 o'clock. A quick message, and then we'll have some UB40, kind of staying with a few kind of beats there.
Did you know the temperature inside a parked car can be up to double the outside temperature? That means your child could be sweltering in 70-degree heat if left alone inside a parked car. One moment could lead to a tragic result. If you're travelling with a child, never leave them alone in a parked car, even for one moment. For more information, go to www.kidsafevic.com.au. Authorised by the Victorian Government, Melbourne.
Thursday Drive, 1 in 10.
Now you don't need me to tell you to say this stuff. Fuck our 1 in 10. Let's see everybody out there go, yo. I want that
UB40. 1 in 10. 1.5 minutes away from 5 o'clock. A mad scramble to find a 1 minute 30-second song. But I have. It's another Lemonheads, Into Your Arms. News coming up.
Into your arms, whoa, into your arms, I can go. I know a place that's safe and warm from the crowd. Into your arms, whoa, into your arms, I can go. And if I should fall, I know I won't be alone anymore. I know a place where I can go when I'm alone. Into your arms, whoa, into your arms, I can go.
This is Drive with Brett Ditchfield.
88.6, 88.6,
This is Plenty Valley FM News.
Hello, I'm Terry Daniel. The federal opposition is urging the government to go back to basics amid a rise in the nation's jobless rate. Unemployment has ticked up to a two-year high in January of 4.1%. There was an increase of more than 11,000 full-time roles over the month, but that's been offset by larger falls in the amount of part-time work. Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor says the government needs a new economic plan.
Take pressure away from the Reserve Bank raising interest rates or keeping interest rates high, take pressure off inflation, and in the process make sure that businesses are employing more people. It's as simple as that.
At least 8 children are among 22 people injured in a fatal shooting at a Super Bowl parade in the US. The Kansas City Chiefs were celebrating their win when shots were fired near a train station. At least one person's been killed. Witnesses say it was an intense situation.
As we were walking out, we heard shots, and at first we thought it was fireworks, and then we began to see people move and running around, and one of the shooters were like right behind us.
US President Joe Biden has released a statement reiterating calls for a ban on assault weapons. Australia will increase funding to Ukraine by $50 million to help the country buy military equipment. Next week will mark 2 years since Russia invaded Ukraine. Australia's contribution to the war effort so far is edging toward $1 billion. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen denies the mass power outages could have been avoided, with thousands of Victorians still without power. Stephanie Wacklewick reports.
As many as 72,000 Victorians are still without power 2 days after deadly storms lashed the state, knocking trees down over power lines and crumbling 6 transmission towers. AusNet is expecting most customers will have their connections restored by Saturday evening, but a small number in the hardest hit areas are likely to remain cut off heading into next week. The state government was warned in 2020 that transmission towers needed urgent upgrades, but Premier Jacinta Allen has denied the damage caused on Tuesday could have been prevented, maintaining the downing of local power lines are to blame, with road closures impacting the ability to reconnect supplies. There have now been more than 4,000 calls to the SES, the majority in south and eastern suburbs. Residents whose homes were damaged are returning this afternoon with hardship payments of $2,200 now available for households. Caseworkers are being assigned to the residents of at least 25 homes which have been destroyed entirely.
It's fringe time again in Adelaide, and South Australian Police will be out in force at popular venues. Mel Usher has the details.
SAPOL's Operation Adelaide Fringe Festival 2024 kicks off tomorrow and will run until March 17. Police will have a highly visible presence during the month-long event. There'll be a focus on the Garden of Unearthly Delights in Rundle Park and Gluttony in Rymel Park. Foot and bicycle patrols, along with police, horses, dogs and public transport safety branches branch members will monitor road users, crowds and manage any antisocial behaviour. The Adelaide Fringe Festival declared public precinct will be in place for a 12-hour period from 6pm to 6am every night during the Fringe, in addition to the City West DPP already in place.
Briefly in other news, the Prime Ministers of Australia, New Zealand and Canada have released a joint statement urging Israel to reconsider its ground invasion in the city of Rafah in Gaza's south. This is Air News. NRL, and as the Roosters pack their bags for Las Vegas, Captain James Tedesco is sounding a warning to NRL rivals ahead of the new season. The veteran fullback struggled for form last year, and there were calls for him to be dumped from the Blues Origin team. But Tedesco says things will be different in 2024.
I feel like I come back into this pre-season really motivated because I wanted to get back to my best footy, and I feel like I've set myself up by having a really good pre-season, getting myself strong, fit, and fast.
Meantime, St George captain Ben Hunt believes Shane Flanagan has what it takes to turn the Dragons around. The Red V are given little hope of ending their NRL finals drought, which stretches back to 2018. But Hunt likes what he's seen from their new coach.
Flano's, his approach, he's just a good, I think, inspirer of players. To me, he seems like a guy that can get the best out of individuals, and he knows what makes guys tick.
A-League and Brisbane Roar will be looking to build on their win over Melbourne City last Saturday. Captain Tom Aldred has been named in the 20-player squad after overcoming concerns regarding calf tightness. They take on Perth Glory this weekend. And Travis Kelce has admitted he crossed the line when he clashed with Chiefs coach Andy Reid during the Super Bowl, knocking the 65-year-old off balance. He insists he loves his coach. Australian Independent Radio News.
The traffic is heavy out there again, which is great news for business. So how do you drive more people to your door? Civic Outdoors billboards, of course. Combine Civic Outdoor billboards with radio and you have a super-powered magical duo punch. As people drive by your billboard message, you are driving more traffic to your business. Want to find out more? Call Civic Outdoor on 9830 0026 or visit civicoutdoor.com.au. Get outside today.
Station sponsor, Plenty Valley FM weather.
A foggy start to the day, then a sunny day tomorrow. All next week, we're dropping down to the low teens overnight, which makes it pleasant to sleep, doesn't it? Saturday, another foggy start to the day, then sunny 28. Sunday, the same, 28 degrees. And Monday following up, foggy start and then another sunny day with a top of 26 degrees.
On your local station, 88.6 Plenty Valley FM, Drive.
A big warm welcome to the second hour of Thursday Drive. We kind of got through the first hour pretty well, didn't we? A large selection of music. I even played some hip-hop. Yes, if you missed that. It was the local artist Bias B, and he mentioned quite a few train stations on the Hurstbridge line. So I played it for that reason. And, a few people have mentioned that Taylor Swift is in town. Will I be playing any Taylor Swift? The answer is no. Look, I do have some Taylor Swift, some early Taylor Swift, because my daughter was into it. Nothing against Taylor Swift. She is a money-making machine. Maybe that does rankle a little bit because what's she making? Something like $3 million a concert or something. I'm just plucking these figures out. $3 million a concert, and yet she's charging teenagers, $400, $500, $600 a ticket? I can't see why she can't make it just $50, and that should cover her costs. She'll make it up into all the crap she sells with her merchandise and all that, and I cringe when people are spending so much on that. It'll just end up in landfill. So no Taylor Swift. But I should point out that Taylor Swift does not need a small community radio station to play her. We need to play local bands such as this band who I caught last Sunday. I can't remember. It was so long ago. This is 2-inch Tape with What I Need. It's Thursday Drive.
Don't pray for me. Your God's not listening, and that's just fine by me. Oh, the last thing I need is his sympathy. Stick your pity, your home-cooked meals of all meaning and intentions. Oh, it's not what I need. It's not what I need. Do you know what I need? You come to me, I pick you so efficiently. You make me laugh, you make me cry, kiss my neck so tenderly. It's just what I need. Yeah, it's just what I need. Oh, it's just what I need. Just what I need. Yeah, it's just what I need. You come to me, I pick you so efficiently. You make me laugh, you make me cry, kiss my lips so tenderly. Oh, it's just what I need. Yeah, it's just what I need. Oh, just what I need. Oh, it's just what I need. You're just what I need. You talk mortality, naive and cheap philosophy. I told you what I need, I told you what I need. Just what I need. Keep it real, old school zest free. Wake me early with gin in my coffee, that's what I need. Just what I need. Don't you know what I need? You stuck with me thanks to this absurdity. Perfect time to give me, perfect time to give me what I need. Oh, just what I need. Just what I need. Oh, just what I need. Just what I need. Oh, just what I need. Just what I need.
2-inch Tape. They launched that album last Saturday, down at the Brunswick Ballroom, and I did pick up the album. And you know what? Look, I better introduce Christian because he's sitting here ready to go. Welcome to the microphone, Christian.
Well, thank you, Brett, and it's good to be back.
Because you were down there too to catch Simon out the front of 2-inch Tape with his launch.
Yeah, I had a reserved table. I didn't realise I was actually going to be right in front of him, literally right in front of centre stage. And so I believe because he got he filmed the event, so I'll probably be featuring in whatever video footage eventually surfaces.
Your head will be
the back of me anyway. Yes.
Be blotting out quite a few things, but it was a damn good gig. As I said, they did well, and I think I got more out of the live music than I did from the original CD. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, yes, it was actually the first time I saw the full, certainly the full 9-piece lineup, and it was amazing to hear them live. The drums, there's like extra percussion, the congas, not to mention the violin, cello. So they had all the more instruments than they usually have the basic 5-piece lineup of the band. So it was a great sound. And I was actually surprised right down the front. Actually sounded really good from there. I was worried some things are going to be too loud and maybe we'll have to sit further back, but no, it was a great sound even from right there.
Well, I highly recommend the album. As I said, I got the CD and it has been lost in my CD collection. And I don't think I value the CD as much as I value the vinyl. So I reckon it's best to get the vinyl if you can.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's what Simon would recommends. I think he prefers the vinyl version himself, so there you go.
And I kind of find it with vinyl too because it's the two sides. So you put the first side on and you actually listen because you know it's going to come to the end because you're going to have to flip the record over. Whereas with a CD, it's set and forget. And sometimes I think I tune out like when I've got a CD on compared to the vinyl version of it. So I reckon consider getting the vinyl.
Yeah, well, of course, it's best to have both, and you've got both options. So,
and download it on your device.
You can stream it, but best, I think, the physical copy. You got the liner notes and all the all the extras that come with a physical copy.
Well and truly, and you're helping out a local artist too.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to play another track, but you're going to come back and tell us about Twilight Zones because I bailed on that. We were going to go to Twilight Zones after 2-inch Tape gig, and it was too hot for me. I went home, but you continued on.
Well, I'll see how much I remember of it. So, yes, it was a great night, yes.
Hey, Thursday Drive, 17 minutes past 5 o'clock. This is Was Not Was. Woodwork squeaks, and out come the freaks.
Eddie Harold used the tape recorder. Really had one of his girlfriends over. He didn't want to miss a single screen. His friends all laughed when he played it later. freaks. Oh, yeah. Woodwork squeaks and strangers in the night. Woodwork squeaks and Papa's got a brand new bag. We're talking about woodwork squeaks, the shadow of your smile. Ooh, I'm talking about woodwork squeaks and take the last train to Clarksville. Woodwork squeaks and out come the freaks. Oh.
Indeed, out come the freaks. Woodwork squeaks from the album Born to Laugh at Tornadoes. 22 minutes past 5 o'clock. Quick message and then we'll come back and talk about the Twilight Sounds gig that Christian managed to get himself along to last Saturday night.
88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
The Rotary Club of Diamond Creek is a group of locals that want to see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our local communities and in ourselves. We provide service to others, promote integrity, goodwill and peace through our fellowship of business, professional and community leaders. And we fundraise with the Diamond Creek Rotary Town Fair and the Diamond Creek Rotary Tram Cafe. For more information, email president@diamondcreekrotary.org.au. Proud community group members of 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
It's Thursday Drive. I have Christian in the studio. He's going to be joining me for the next 10 or so weeks to, I'm supposed to be teaching you something, but I think you know just about everything anyway, no?
No, there's always more to learn, and I think I've got a lot I can learn from you, Brett. So I am just the apprentice, you're the master.
We're going to play that role. But hey, you managed to get along to the Twilight series concerts. Where was it? It was Heidelberg Oval or something, wasn't it, on Saturday night?
Yeah, it was last Saturday night, February the 10th at Heidelberg Park Oval. It was on from 5 o'clock till 10 o'clock because I was at the 12-inch tape gig until about 4. Look, I got there about 6:30, so unfortunately I didn't see the first 2 or 3 acts, but I did get there.
You can't be everywhere all the time, yeah.
No. But I got there, in time to see Georgia Fields in her band playing, which was a great set, seeing the full band. And I also managed to catch, after that, there was... It was on next, Fulton Street.
Yep.
They played next, and then Ash Grunwald was, I guess, the headlining act.
Yeah, Fulton Street will also be on at the Eltham Jazz Festival too, so keep a lookout for that.
Not this Saturday, the following Saturday?
Friday.
Friday night.
Kicking off on the Friday night. But back to, so how was Georgia? Yeah, she's always pretty good though, isn't she?
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's I suppose the first time I'd seen her in a big stage, big festival crowd situation. There was a lot of people there. I was actually surprised there was as many people on the Oval. So it was a great turnout. I guess the weather helped. It was great weather, of course. It was great to hear, some of her songs in that setting where you've got like the drums and bass, you've got you've really got the low end coming from obviously the huge speakers. It's a big stage, so it's a very different sound than catching the band at a normal gig at a venue elsewhere. So
and being a local, the crowd would have appreciated that.
Yes, yeah, and there was a lot of kids as well, so they were sort of down near the front of the stage and dancing, and so it was a great family atmosphere. And obviously a different crowd from a normal gig, sort of these outdoor events. It's more of like a family festive occasion. So it's obviously a totally different crowd, and dare I say a larger crowd than a lot of bands would play in front of.
And a lot of kids too, which is always good to see. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, there's quite a few things coming up too, isn't there? Really, as I said, we've got the Jazz Festival not next weekend, the following weekend kicks off on the Friday night in Eltham Town. It's the 23rd, Friday the 23rd, about 5 o'clock. So make sure that you can get yourself down to the Eltham Town Square. You can pick up some food and get some hot jazz. And then kicking off again on Saturday night. So we're getting 2 nights this year, which is pretty damn good, I think.
Yeah.
So,
yep, Friday evening, all day Saturday, into the night to about 11 o'clock, I think, on the Saturday.
Yeah, and then if you've still got some energy, the 25th on the Sunday, the Community Age Food Festival is happening at Edendale Farm in Eltham. So, and the OB van's going to be down there too.
Yeah, so your local radio station, 88.6, Plenty Valley FM.
Very
will be
good.
Actually at the Eltham Jazz Festival as well as on the Sunday at Edendale Farm.
And that I should point out too, if you can't get to the festival, you can always listen online. And if you've got people from overseas that, you can always send them the link too, because it's surprising how far out the Eltham Jazz Festival goes. It is an international event because you can listen to it online. So, do that. Yeah. All righty, time is getting away, 5:27. I'm going to sneak in this one from the Triffids. This is Tarralip Bridge.
Every Thursday from 2 till 4 for Cars and Guitars with Eric Norton. 2 hours of great music and a great mix of motoring information. Classic cars, classic music. What more could you ask for on a Thursday afternoon? That's Cars and Guitars every Thursday afternoon from 2 on your local station, 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
And now the weather. So today we reached a top of 24 degrees, and tomorrow we're going from minimum of 12 to 27 degrees, only 5% chance of rain. And Saturday and Sunday, a both going to be a top of 28 degrees and both having a minimum of 14 degrees and only a very slight chance around 5% and 10%. So things are getting a little bit warmer and sunnier right through to the end of the weekend.
Until 6. This is Drive on 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
It is with Brett and Christian. Yes, you've just tuned in and thought, who is doing that weather? Christian. Yes. Katrina and the Waves, they were labelled as a bit of a one-hit wonder. Well, this is the best of Katrina and the Waves. And, look, they did have, of course, what was it? The Walking on Sunshine. That was their major hit. But also, I've chosen this one off this little CD. It's called Going Down to Liverpool. I reckon it's pretty damn good.
Through this green and pleasant land.
Are you thinking about volunteering? Diamond Valley Alliance draws its members from the surrounding areas including Diamond Creek, South Morang, Plenty and Greensborough. We work in the community offering support and assistance, and all money raised goes to important local and national causes. We are looking for new members of all ages to help with exciting projects and fundraising activities. If you would like to help your local community, build friendships and have fun, contact Trevor Kennett on 0458 687 639 or find Diamond Valley Alliance on Facebook. Proud group supporter of 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Who doesn't love a little bit of Johnny Cash there with I Walk the Line? It's 5:39. We are fast running out of time. How'd you go with the storms we had yesterday or the day before? It was pretty horrendous, I heard.
Yes. Look, I was quite lucky where I live. We weren't affected at all, actually, so very lucky about that.
I think we were quite lucky on this side of town. I was on the other side of town, Glen Waverley and that, and I reckon every street I went down, there was branches, trees, all kinds of things, and I don't think they had any power. So we're quite lucky. And it's not often we get lucky on this side of town with all the trees and all the greenery around. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, the worst thing that happened to me was I forgot to bring in the washing before it rained. There was about 2 minutes of hail where I was, and that didn't last too long. But other than that, I was very fortunate.
It's either that or I've left the car window open. It's like, oh, no. Well, in honour of that freak storm we had, I thought we'd play something from Ed Cooper called Electrical Storm.
each moment, and I know just how you feel. Well, you better believe it, that I couldn't live anyway. Watching this electrical storm.
Ed Cooper. I think it does capture the storm quite well, that song. There's a build-up, isn't there? There's a release. There's a little bit of electricity in the air. And I'm sure I felt a spatter of two of rain. Hey, it's Thursday Drive, 13 minutes away from 6 o'clock. This is from the Nillumbik Arts Diary. Ale Prenuto, I think that's how you pronounce it. She is the resident in Well, she's the resident writer and she's supported by the Nillumbik Shire Council. And they're running the Narrative Non-Fiction Workshop Series. So if you're eager to refine your narrative non-fiction skills, this is a free series for you to, come along to and hopefully get some help to write non-fiction. It's been happening on the 10th and the next one is on the 17th of February, followed up by the 24th and then finishing on the 9th of March. It's at 10:30 to 12:30pm at the Eltham Library. Bookings are essential, so just jump on to www.nillumbik.art.gov.au and you'll be able to book yourself in for that or just pop along to the library and I'm sure you'll be able to book in for that also. Why don't we have something from... Well, he's the, I think he's the cousin of Paul Kelly, Dan Kelly, with Never Stop the Rot.
His nephew.
Nephew.
Yep.
Thank you, Christian.
That's right. It's still related.
Grace, we always found a way to fail through yuppie times and hippie trails. Anchor what? We'll never stop the rot. We'll never stop the rot. Hey, we went to northern New South Wales, booked a cab and saw the whales. Thanks a lot. We'll never stop the rot. Can't tell you what we got. My confidence is shot since we spent the springtime on the Rhine. The winter never left your mind. We were drunk on a yacht and your German friends are hot. It was only just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Never stop the rock, never stop the rock, never stop the rock, never stop. We'll never stop the rock, never stop the rock, never stop the rock, never stop the rock, never stop. We'll never stop the rock. Grace, I can't believe in what I found. I tried so hard to pin you down, tie the knot. We'll never stop the rot. You're so suspicious. It's not a communist plot. You look great in your Bangkok Hilton robes. We squabble all across the globe, smoking pot. We'll never stop the rot. At least you're loaded 'cause your uncle won a squillion on the charts. Spent the winter on the Nile. The Aegis going out of style. There were tanks in the square. Your ex was there. He was working for the New York Times or maybe Vanity Fair. You took a camel like a shot. We'll never stop the rot. We almost fell over the line through hippie trails and yuppie times, oyster shots. We'll never stop the rot. We'll never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop. Never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Maybe we will never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop. Never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop. Never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Maybe we will never stop the rot. Never stop the rot. Never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Never stop the rot. Stop. Never stop the rot. Never stop. Never stop the rot.
Hey, Curtis Stone here. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget just how lucky we are. There are in fact lots of children and families doing it tough in these hard economic times. That's why I'm so proud to be an ambassador for Cottage by the Sea, who provide holiday programs at the beachside in Queenscliff for children and families in need from all over Victoria. Every child deserves a holiday, and when the going gets tough, you can actually help them have one. Check out their website, cottagebythesea.com.au, or call 525 81663 today.
jail and walked quickly to the nearest hill, where they looked back upon the scale of what they'd done to get to the hill. And they had their songs packed away, no time to waste or lose. And they had their songs to play. They made it to the nearest town and found an empty house there to hide. The guards were tracking them down, but they both felt safe inside. And they had their songs to sing, no time to waste or lose. And they had their songs to sing. Should go. Remember the club that they once played, run by a lady named Jo, who didn't mind if they stayed, because she had a heart upon one of the men who played. And as he sang his song, she saw that he felt the same. Da 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 da
Songwriters on the Run there from Robert Forster. And before that, we had Dan Kelly, who is the
nephew of Paul Kelly.
I have corrected myself and written it in my diary. I'll never get that wrong again. Hey, it's time for us to get out of here. Thank you so much, Christian. He has been on the decks looking after the panel. So I don't think you've made any more mistakes than I normally do.
Well, luckily we don't have access to that parallel universe to find out, but it's been great being here, so thank you, Brett.
Yeah, and you'll be back next week from 5 till 6?
Yes, definitely from 5 on your local radio station, 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
I believe I've been made redundant. I'm going to leave you, or we are going to leave you with the Cardigans with Been It. We will catch you next week. It's Thursday Drive. Catch you next week. Bye.
Don't look behind you, just straight ahead. Drive on 88.6 Plenty Valley FM.
ප්‍රජාවේ සියලු දෙනා ආරක්ෂා කිරීම සඳහා පොලිසිය දිවාරෑ නොබලා ක්‍රියාත්මක වේ. ඔබේ වාහනය තුළ නීති විරෝධී මත්ද්‍රව්‍ය තබාගෙන ඔබරිය පදවන්නේ නම් පොලිසිය ඔබව අල්ලා ගැනීමට බොහෝ දුරට ඉඩ තිබේ.